How's it going, everyone? It is Liam Catterson here as we get into episode number 4 of Season 2 for Charmed. Excited to get into this, continue Season 2, which has been really great with the first 3 episodes. Even if, from my personal opinion, episode 3 wasn't as, I don't know, extraordinary as episodes 1 and 2. It's not always a bad thing. I just preferred those first 2 episodes a bit better, and there was still some really amazing moments that happened in the last episode, especially in regards to Prue being stuck in the painting for the majority of the episode, and there was that deception, of course, but there was also a very deep storyline for Phoebe in the last episode, with the fact that she was having a bit of low self-esteem and was doubting herself because she viewed herself as the worst one of the sisters in terms of intellect, and that prompted her to boost her intelligence, which had some really amazing results, and ultimately, you know, no spell was required for her to save the day. It was just really great stuff to focus on Phoebe in the last episode, and to have that bit of depth to her character. So yeah, excited to get into this episode. So with that said, let's get into episode number 4 of Season 2 for Charmed. Let's go.
We're not gonna lose the house, are we?
No, because we're gonna take that offer and trust Piper to pack this place with people.
What people? Where is everybody?
I mean, I guess it also depends on how long it's officially been open. Oh, there's also that as well.
Get what you want, and I get what I want.
That's messed up. I don't like. Oh my god. That is messed up. What the shit?
An intervention.
Damn. I can explain. Holy
Hole in the wall?
I want them to, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's cross some T's and dot some I's.
Oh no, Piper, you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Sir, do you think it would be possible for me to meet the band? I'd do almost anything.
Kids and boy bands,
Careful what
right?
you wish for, sweetheart.
Yeah.
For their souls.
Ew.
The more souls Maslin collects, the more successful Carlton becomes. But you
Damn,
can't
that
destroy a
is.
demon without first freeing
Damn.
the trap within him.
All this freeing and destroying.
It
is
sounds
the
like
spiritual
Elon Musk with
sense
Twitter at the
during
minute, with the
encore.
more people he bans.
Look, I know you're upset.
No. I skated past upset just after you came in the door. Right now.
To make it one of them disappears.
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to.
Why aren't you out hassling her boyfriend?
Did that already. Now I'm hassling you.
I haven't seen her. What's with the Gestapo routine?
It tends to follow the acting like a suspect routine.
Am I under arrest?
Maris is gonna devour him.
And you know what? They're not gonna catch you. No, sir. They're gonna catch me. All right, okay? I'm out. I'm done with it.
There's no
more
outs.
souls. The pact, the agreement is now officially null and void.
I think they beg to differ, Carlton.
Is that a threat, Ms. Halliwell? Be careful. You could be jeopardizing a very profitable relationship.
Jeez.
2 passes. I'd like a booth too, close to the stage.
I feel like this guy's difficult. At the same time, though, a little trajectory for the temporary term might
We are just
help
gonna slip
P3.
Maslin. Leo and I get married. A marriage in the future implies some sort of relationship in the present. The question is, where's the relationship?
Somewhere between confusing and complicated.
Like all healthy relationships are.
Just freeze him and kick him in the... That better not be him.
Yeah, because I think his nods would,
In the shins?
like a bit of protection.
Not exactly. You have time for baseball, but you don't have time to tell me about you-know-what before you know who shows up you-know-where.
Oh! This. Oh.
No. We don't need to talk. Leo stops by occasionally to fix things. Phoebe can show him around. Let's go talk to Jenny.
It's nice meeting you.
Yeah,
Leo, this is a term we call in the doghouse.
Thing. But whenever you and your sisters get involved, the whole playing field gets a little crazy.
Yeah, and a lot more dangerous.
I'm a cop. Stop protecting me, Prue.
You have absolutely no idea.
I'm an imaginative guy. I have plenty of ideas. I even had you three working
Does
for the
which
CIA for a while.
come up as a
None of
suggestion?
that matters. What matters is that you and I work out some kind of relationship. We're gonna need to communicate. I'm gonna become very unsociable.
Oh boy.
Your mom and dad, they put me in charge.
Right. Everybody's in charge, but not me. Not ever. Why is that?
You're a kid! This is a fucking over 18 situation.
Sorry, she's just filming, you know, a little...
Betrayed. It's okay. I know the feeling.
Oh.
Talking to yourself again, I see.
What are you doing here?
I'm watching over things. It's what I do, remember?
He's still trying to look out for you.
Look,
It's
this
his
isn't easy
nature.
for me either, Piper, you know?
Leo, I really can't talk about this right now. Excuse me.
Oh, this stings. The more this episode progresses, the more this hurts.
Keep in a rush.
No time to waste.
Oh boy. This better. I mean, Phoebe's still gonna be alive, judging by the grim circumstances its victims have faced. Oh.
Poison pill? Yes, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Phoebe, stop. All right, we need to cover the exits. Look for Carlton. If we see him grab anybody,
He's gonna
Piper, you
bolt,
freeze
surely.
him, and we'll get into positions. Or
Because
we could
his,
stick head in a toilet and make him cough up the demon.
partnership
Okay,
is
stop,
being
Leo.
compromised.
I'm talking about Carlton.
I can't keep up.
I'm just ignoring any slander of Leo and Piper's relationship.
What I do? With me, with us, do you ever think about that?
All the time.
You ever want to discuss it with me?
Yes, it's just the timing always seems...
And once again,
Suck. Okay, hold that thought. Don't let go. Just hold it.
I swear the show's against these two.
Morris is here.
Oh no, that's oh no.
Is a $75 dry cleaning bill.
Yeah, I would sue him. I would sue him. I mean, the girls have had financial issues, anyways.
You're a friend of Piper Hallowell's, right?
And Phoebe and Prue. We're like sisters.
It's Chris Parker. I'm gonna be taking over everything from here on out.
Wait, what?
Piper, we're gonna talk.
Ah, it's all
I'd be willing to discuss you staying on, however, in a diminished capacity.
typically
Jenny's here.
confuddling.
Jenny's here.
Confuddling.
And I've lost a potion.
Piper, it's important.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Shoot! Shoot! They're in mid-conversation as well, but I think, you know, it should be fine.
Hello?
He'll burn the flesh off my bones for eternity.
Listen up, Skid Mark. You tell us how to save Jenny
Skid
and us
Mark.
out of the building, or spending an eternity in hell is gonna be the least of your worries.
There's nothing you can do.
We can break the pact and free you from Massillon.
You want that, don't you?
Believe me, if I could help you.
Shh, where's Jenny? No, Jenny! That is fucked! Oh! You know what? I think that agreement's gonna be cancelled.
Jenny.
It's all ours. Now, if you ever bother us again, you won't have to ask if I'm threatening you. Are we clear? Good.
Guy's startled. He doesn't know what to think, so...
When I almost died and you saved my life, I left and you said that you love me.
I thought you were gone.
Yeah,
Well, sometimes I linger.
he was there.
Did you mean it?
He was still there, of course. Because
And you shouldn't. Not for me, but that doesn't make it any easier for us.
What are we gonna do?
I don't like this. I do not like this.
I don't know, Leo.
Complication.
Go.
Can you give us a moment, you bloody pissants? Do not condone it. I do not condone it. I see where it's going. I just want Leo and Piper to be happy. That's all. No complications, nothing that puts a very detrimental effect on their relationship. But that's too bloody easy. And now Dan's potentially going to be a love interest for Piper. And I'm just like, there's going to be nothing normal about him. And this, if there is, colour me shocked. But I don't know. I'm just so accustomed with Leo and Piper, but yeah. I love Pain. I love Pain so much. Pain is great. What's bad about Pain, folks? I feel like one day we will get a moment where we can be content in regards to Leo and Piper's relationship, where my hair's messy. There will be a day where we can be content and there will be no complications whatsoever. Maybe in this new hope future, I guess, in terms of 2009, that we will get that, because obviously things were a bit dire between the pair in the future that we saw in episode 2. And I've already said that that's not happening. So, yeah. Same with Dan and Piper. So it is funny though, because obviously I don't have any reason to hate Dan at the minute. But you do think, okay, well, obviously they're going to be building towards something in regards to Dan's got something secretive or whatever, and it's going to be a matter of time before we do find out what his secret is. But that could be good, that could be bad, who knows. But no, it seems like there is a bit of that acknowledgement between Leo and Dan. So with Dan having a bit of history, and Leo was like, "Oh, I know about you." So I don't think it's anything bad per se, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I could be wrong about the whole thing. So yeah, one thing that is pretty present is the fact that there might be building to a bit of a complication, especially in regards to Leo's Leo being a white lighter, and there are of course restrictions about how he should feel in regards to Piper, whereas Dan might give her that opportunity to pursue that happiness, really. So, but I just love the dynamic with Leo and Piper so much. So, obviously things went a bit downwards in this episode with the fact that there was that agreement that happened. With Leo, he essentially saved her club. Though, there is that idea that, with enough problems that Piper has at the minute, a demon, well, not just a demon, a soul siphoning demon, you don't need that on your plate, do you? So, and there was just the hope that, okay, well, maybe that can be vanquished, etc., all well and good. I'm just hoping, and I can see what Leo was doing in regards to trying to push things a bit forward in P3. But obviously there were a bit of complications, and you should have consulted me about this and all of that, especially since Piper wants this business to thrive. And yeah, I mean, you have the person that Prue was speaking to as well, causing a bit of complications as well, I guess, especially with how he was clearly having the hots for Prue. But yeah, life will find a way. I'm positive. We just have to soldier through this pain at the minute. Yeah. But there was a very, very interesting concept in regards to the soul-sucking demon, of course. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie though, when we first saw it, I was kind of getting Absorbaloff vibes from Doctor Who, just based on the faces. Like, you've got this, you've got this creature who, you've got this creature who, well, not just siphons people, but wears their faces as trophies, really. And it was really, really grotesque, especially with the design on its stomach. I was just, yeah, I was just really, 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 really disturbed. And not just that, though, but, like, you know, cutting away from that, it was also a very, very terrifying concept. But, you know, whenever you like I said, with that concept in mind, in regards to it's siphoning people and you know, their faces just emerging, it was giving me Absorbaloff vibes. Maybe this was the Absorbaloff if we didn't have the Love of Monsters episode that we had with Doctor Who. Oi. No, but it was the Mazalin. Yeah, the Mazalin was a very, very terrifying concept, really. So I really, really loved how freaked out it was. But like, freaked out it was in terms of, like, the, I guess, viewer reacting to it. But, no, there was just some interesting concepts, of course. With the Mazalin, there was this contract, seemingly. So, yeah, it was, yeah, with Carlton, it was seemingly something that he wished he could get away from, but he really had no power in that, and the only power he really had was the fortune he was promised. Hey, if you do, if you scratch my back, I will scratch your back, kind of thing. And yeah, you know, money really isn't everything, and you could see that with Carlton, he was being very, very successful, but he did it through very draconic means, because it meant that innocents would have to have their souls siphoned and basically their bodies absorbed. So thankfully it wasn't a case where they would just completely die out or whatever, so because Jenny would have been screwed there. So yeah, but and it did allow for an opportunity where we could have seen a very, very cool idea, because there was that idea about Prue potentially, well, all three of the sisters going. I don't know about all three of the sisters, but Prue, I guess the plan had to work, because you had the Mazalin pissed off about the fact that it thought that Carlton knew about the witches, so I guess all three had to be done, really, and it would know that there would be some kind of trap being formed if Prue just went in, because with Prue she could just burst out, really. So I would have loved to have seen that idea in a sense, because that would have been pretty gnarly. But I guess what happened in terms of the skirt having a bit of that I guess poison to the Mazalin, I guess that was efficient enough anyway. So yeah, and I think because I was thinking, why are you not putting it in some kind of bottle or whatever, really? Because with a balloon, it is a bit more trickier, especially if you haven't tied it right. So yeah, I was thinking, okay, so you're really, really fortunate that I guess kind of spilled on you, in a sense, because otherwise that would have been, we would have gone with Prue's idea, I guess. Well, not Prue's idea, but Phoebe's idea in regards to Prue. So yeah, but No, very. It was a very, very interesting scenario. So yeah, but one that hopefully from here onwards we'll see that Piper's business can thrive. But I did like the focus on Piper in this episode because it was, I'd say, more so focused on her. Even though that Prue had her moments with that guy, I don't know if that's. I think that's the end of that saga because. He's gonna be a bit disturbed with what's just happened. He's just not gonna bother ever again. So yeah, but no, it was really great to have that focus on Piper, even if it was a bit heartbreaking because like I said, you just want Leo and Piper to thrive really. And it can be it's a bit of a complication at the minute with the fact that obviously they have their differences and things escalated in this episode in regards to Leo trying to propel the club to new heights, and there was a bit of a disagreement there. So yeah, but I also really love how Morris is like how he kind of interacted with Prue, especially when he realized that what was happening with Carlton and the disappearances. He obviously was 100% convinced on that he had something to do with it. It all led to P3, and he's he has to adopt really Andy's kind of thought process. Obviously, he's doing he's doing things a bit differently. So yeah, it's not like Andy, but he knows that every time. I mean, we saw a more passive response, of course, last season, but now things have changed now that Andy's gone. So he knows that if anything leads back to the sisters, the Hallowell sisters, it's like, okay, some weird shit's going on. I don't know what it is, and clearly you're not in a position where you want to tell me, but I just want to know what the fuck is going on, basically. So, yeah, I'm wondering. I mean, there's going to be a chance where he's going to definitely find out as well. So, yeah. And I am really intrigued with Jenny. I mean, obviously there was that kind of do I say tantrum? I guess so, but it's, teenagers. We've all had those moments where we have been pissed off and whatnot. But yeah, she got herself involved. I thought she was going to find out really in regards to which would have bonded her relationship with Piper especially closer, because we obviously had that in the last episode. And Phoebe did have that involvement, of course, with the fact that she was full of smart and whatnot. But I think with the last episode there was that and this episode there seemingly is that indication that maybe Jenny will have a close relationship with Piper, considering the fact that, and not just that though, but if they are teasing something in regards to Piper and Dan, this will bond things a bit closer, considering she's not really a fan of Dan, more so a fan of Piper, but yeah. But yeah, like I said, I thought she was going to find out. Maybe she will. Maybe her finding out that Piper has these abilities and whatnot will push things further and that. So yeah, but we'll just have to wait and see. I do definitely feel like there is a connection forming between Piper and Jenny, especially if they are going to push the bow on the whole Dan situation. So yeah, like I said, I'm not really. I mean, we'll just have to wait and see where things go, because it is, like I said, very, very hard to watch Leo and Piper squabble. And Dan's just a new addition, so we're still it's still early days in regards to Dan. So maybe he might be good for Piper. We'll just have to wait and see, but. After season 1, I just have a soft spot for So, but no, great episode. Terrifying concept for the antagonist. But yeah, pretty awesome stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!